Well, as said, I'm Tim Kinnan. I retired after 34 years in the Air Force. I spent some time in industry, and I'd like to tell you what kind of got me intrigued in this project and why I'm here. As a Vice President of Lockheed Martin, I was concerned with C4ISR systems working in the government relations area and also the business development area. And part of my responsibilities included UAVs, and I saw sort of two philosophical approaches to UAVs. One is where the services generate requirements documents, and by the time the bureaucracies get done with that, you end up looking for a Mercedes-Benz, particularly in the higher weight and capability areas. The other alternative was, okay, let's get something cheap, reliable, small, and those tend to be sort of in the 100-pound area for near-in surveillance for tactical applications. And in the middle, sort of at the utility area for UAVs, you either had the requirements process developing the Mercedes, or you had the rotary wing solution, but there wasn't anything that sort of morphed into the reliable, rugged sort of area that was in that larger payload, more useful sort of zone. This is, and so from that perspective, this idea intrigued me a lot. You've got something that can go, go, go. You don't have any pilots that are whining about crew rest, and you can resupply, or you can move things in a way that's fast, stealthy, reliable. Stealthy in the sense of, not in the sense of add $50 million to the design so it doesn't show up on radar, but in the sense of low profile, unlike any of the rotary wing solutions. So from the industry perspective, I was intrigued by that. In my 34 years in the Air Force, as a fighter pilot, I was an operator, but I was also involved in the development of Air Force doctrine, joint warfighting doctrine, and spent some time in the joint staff doing plans and policy work. And in those roles, I was very concerned about what was the most meaningful solution for various problems in the joint warfighting arena. As you all know, you have the services sort of looking at things from their own perspective, and when you try to put it together and come up with a joint solution, you end up with things like J-ROC and other things that end up being these self-perpetuating bureaucracies that might or might not give you a valid solution. So when something shows up that solves problems in that arena, in the joint warfighting arena, because the Air Force isn't excited about resupplying small units and moving things in that realm, and so you come up with something like joint cargo aircraft, which may or may not turn into anything useful. Well, here's a solution that solves the problems. But the third perspective from which this interests me is I'm an aerospace engineer by education, not by vocation. But thinking as an engineer, I see some things in here that just really excite me. And this, I think, is the chief reason that I wanted to join this team and be part of this effort. I don't know if you all were paying attention when Ryan mentioned 50% improvement in specific fuel consumption. The first time I heard that, I kind of giggled about it. And then you start looking at these technologies that are really some new technologies being infused into old ideas in how you do engines. It is just an extremely exciting idea, and that is the core of this vehicle. Adds some things to the capabilities of this vehicle that just aren't found anywhere else. And then you put all that together with some interesting new ideas in how to do ducted fan technology and adaptive plan form and geometry of the wings. Those are not revolutionary ideas, but you put them all in a package, and that's the beauty of engineering, is when you can take things from various sources and put them together in a way that builds an efficient whole that's just capable of doing so much more than anything else that's been in that part of the product set. So those are the reasons I'm here. I'm very excited to be part of this team and look forward to a neat run ahead. There's some neat folks to work with. Thank you very much.